Immerse yourself in the ancient land of pharaohs, exploring the greatest pyramids in the world at Giza to the sites of reflection at El Alamein. Within this travel guide to the best Egyptian historic landmarks, Giza, or Al Giza, is undoubtedly a tourist hotspot in Egypt, and the site of some of ancient Egypt's most famous landmarks, most notably the famous pyramids of Giza. Amongst the pyramid complex may be found the pyramids of pharaohs Khufu, Khafra, and Menkaure. The largest pyramid in Giza and the world belongs to the second king of the 4th dynasty, Khufu or Cheops II. Abu Simbel is an archaeological site in Egypt housing a series of incredible ancient Egyptian monuments, especially a number of rock temples. The most famous sites at Abu Simbel are the two temples of Ramesses II, known as Ramesses the Great, sometimes spelt Ramses. Ramesses II is one of the most famous Egyptian pharaohs and formed part of the 19th dynasty. 3. Saqqara in Egypt is the ancient necropolis of the city of Memphis, the capital of ancient Egypt, which was founded in 3000 BC by Medes. It contains a host of burial chambers and pyramids, and is the oldest complete stone building complex in history. Now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Saqqara is home to 11 major pyramids sprawled over 6 miles. 4. Even though the Villa of the Birds is one of Alexandria's most recent discoveries, in a city of beautiful antiquity, it should definitely be on your places to visit in Alexandria list. Unearthed as recently as 1998 by the Polish Archaeological Mission, the Villa of the Birds in the Mediterranean port city of Alexandria dates to the time of Emperor Hadrian 117 AD to 138 AD and is named for its incredibly detailed pavement. 5. El Alamein battlefield in Egypt was the site of a major victory by the Allied forces during World War II, known as the Second Battle of El Alamein. Over 3 years, Allied and Axis forces engaged in an ongoing conflict in the North African region, with Germany's commander, Rommel, intent on capturing Alexandria and the Suez Canal. The victory was a vital turning point for the Allies. Summarized succinctly by Winston Churchill, it may almost be said, "Before Alamein we never had a victory, after Alamein we never had a defeat." 6. The Dendera complex lies approximately 50 miles north of Luxor and on the west bank of the Nile. It contains some of the best preserved and most accessible ancient Egyptian ruins to be found in Egypt, including temples, tombs, and even a Christian chapel, as well as the Temple of Hathor. Other notable areas at Dendera include both Egyptian and Roman-era birthhouses, a chapel dedicated to the Egyptian deity Isis, the gateways of Domitian and Trajan, and a late Roman Empire period Christian basilica. 7. The underground library of Alexandria, found underneath the ruins of the Serapeum, consists of a series of subterranean tunnels and storerooms, where it is believed part of the collection of the Great Library of Alexandria was stored. Today visitors can explore these underground chambers and see the niches in the walls where the documents were stored. 8. The Luxor Temple in the city of Luxor. Egypt was once a sacred temple built in honor of the deity Amun, constructed in the 14th century BC by Amenhotep III, the 9th pharaoh of the 18th dynasty. The Luxor Temple was part of the ancient Egyptian city of Thebes. The Romans constructed a military fort around the temple that the Arabs later called Al-Luxor, the fortifications, which was later corrupted to give modern Luxor its name. 9. The Valley of the Kings in Luxor, Egypt, was once part of the ancient Egyptian city of Thebes from the 18th dynasty to the 20th. The pharaohs of Egypt were buried in the Valley of the Kings, which is also known as the Valley of the Gates of the Kings. Today, visitors flock to see the myriad of ancient tombs cut into the limestone of the Valley of the Kings, which are mostly contained in its eastern valley. 10. Pompey's Pillar is an incredible solitary granite column in Alexandria, Egypt, and one of the few Roman remains to have survived in the city. Whilst called Pompey's Pillar, this 25-meter tall structure was actually dedicated to the Emperor Diocletian, who ruled Rome from 284 to 305 AD.